Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to show you how to use a drawio to create system design diagrams. Let's begin. Drawio is a free open source online diagramming tool that is widely used for creating a variety of diagrams, including system designs. It provides a rich set of features to create complex systems visually, and the first thing that you need to do is to click the start button. What will happen is you will be forwarded to a new page wherein you can choose where you want to save your diagrams. You can choose from any of the following cloud storage options such as Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, GitHub, and GitLab. If you want to decide later, just click this button. And then from here, if you are working with a specific client and the client gave you already like a template for creating a system design, just click on the open existing diagram. But if you want to start from scratch, just click on the create new diagram wherein you have multiple options here. All right. Now you see, you can't find the system diagrams, right? If you go here, there's only sequence diagram, cross-functional, mind maps, tables, softwares. There isn't like a system diagram. Instead, if you want, go to the smart template. You can type in system diagram. Right, system diagram. Click the generate option. You would notice that you will have these kind of system diagram. If you're happy with this, click the create template. Now, once the diagram has been created, all right, you might want to familiarize yourself with the interface. If you can't find anything from the empty canvas, I want you to click the full screen right here on the top corner. If you do that, you would have an access to the toolbox, the left panel, and the format panel on the right side. In the center is going to be the canvas. All right. If you can't find the format panel, you might want to click the section right here, view and format panel. All right. It would appear here because it's very important later if you want to customize all these information. Now on the empty canvas here, the center panel, you might want to click, and I'm going to add another interactive image. I'm going to import from my computer. All right, so I'm gonna resize it accordingly so we have like centered kind of figure, right? So just like this. Now after doing so, click any of the elements for the system design. For example, this is gonna be system. And while doing so, you have the capability to choose the font color for that. For example, we're going to be choosing this. You can have an option for the shadow if you want, and increase the font size if you want, so it can be allowed to be visible. So we're going to do that. We're going to increase the size of it. For example, we're going to be choosing around maybe 30. There you go. I'm gonna delete this one, so that I'm gonna copy the text right here and rename it as design, right? And then you also have an option to customize the font, the fill color for your box. For example, we're gonna be choosing light orange. Now you can choose the color for the fill. For example, we're going to be choosing this. It's a purple. This one is kind of like a different color, maybe pink. This one's kind of like a green. This one's kind of like a brown. Click that, and then you can add more shapes in the toolbox panel on the left side. You can choose from general if you want, maybe this right here. You want to add it, we can rename the actor name here. maybe 50. That's too much. Maybe 30 again. Then choose a different color. So there it goes. Now on the miscellaneous, you can add more kind of a feel for this. Your creativity is not limited with all these options. All right, you can put in as much as elements along the way while you are familiarizing with yourself with the interface for drawio. And then if you want to choose some shapes for the system design, all right, you can select relevant shapes from the left panel by going to the UML. Why? Because UML gives you the ability to create class or sequence diagrams. For example, this one right here, and connect it. Condition, and then this one right here. If you wanted to make it a bit bigger, you're also welcome to do that, and click the connector. It's a lot. It's something that you might want to add here as an interactivity. All right. Drag and drop shapes into the canvas and arrange them to represent different system components. And of course, if you want to connect the system components, again, go to the search shapes, type in connector, press enter. You have all these. For example, this one is part of this design. You see that? I'm going to add it here. This one is kind of part of this. So just showing the relationship. All right. And then, of course, you can right click on the connectors right here. Go to the style if you want to arrange the text, and arrange the if you want to flip it horizontally or vertically. So you have a lot of options. While at it, you might want to go to the views, click the layers if you want to create a layer for this specific panel. All right. You can separate layers for different, for example, this is going to be for system, enter. And I'm going to add another layer, which is rename as design. And of course, you can drag it all the way to the top to make it sure that you are working with separate layers for different system or subsystems or logical sections, making it easier to navigate. Once you're happy, click the file button, save it. And then after saving it, you might want to export them to different file formats such as PNG, JPEG, WebP, and a lot more. If you click the PNG, for example, you have all these options for you. All right. So you can adjust the settings that you wanted, add some shadow, add a grid, click the export button. You will be asked where do you want to save it. You can choose from any of the following cloud storage options from Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, GitHub, and GitLab. You can also save it to your computer. Click on save for now. And then on the top corner, there's going to be the share button. If you want to share it to maybe your client or maybe your team members, which is helpful if we're working with multiple freelancers. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again in the next one.